Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we are going to go exploring for meteorites. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop on in here, and we're going to be finishing up Applied Energistics and hopefully getting something set up today. I want to go ahead and explain what this is. These are the seeds that you get from grinding, say, like Fluix crystal. If you grind... right here, if you grind these up, which I'm pretty sure it shows you right here what this is used for, you take this Fluix dust and you basically put it inside your crafting grid, and you just take one sand and put that with it, and it will give you a seed. And so you'll take that seed and put it in water, and it's just going to sit there. It's not going to despawn or anything, so you should be okay. But yeah, it's going to sit there and it's going to take some time. I talked a little bit about it last episode, but I thought I wasn't going to need them, and then I started looking, like actually digging into this, and I was like, okay, how am I going to hook power up to this? Because I know there's an energy acceptor, or I could use the ME controller. So I'm probably going to use the ME controller, but here's the problem: it requires pure Fluix crystal. And to get this, you have to grind up the regular Fluix crystal, and like it says right here, made from dust and sand with it, and drop it in a bottle of water. And we can't even use growth accelerators until we have that, so we have to do it manually. Alright, so we can go ahead and start getting this stuff done. I need to get this energy thing and put these guys in here. It's going to get us the end diamond. And if you remember last episode, we put this inside of this thing up here, this conductor mast, and it's already got 3.2 million RF stored in it. This is wait time, who cares? The wait time thing, it does all kinds of weird different things. Like it said tomorrow earlier, and yeah, it's basically every minute it gets struck, so yeah, like when we just clicked on it, it said, who cares? But yeah, we need to go ahead and build our inscriber, and then we can go on the search for a few things. So here's our inscriber, and we were working on getting the stabilized stone. Okay, so all we need is to get the end diamond here, which those are going to be used a lot in the future, so just keep that in mind. Okay, and we should be able to make this. I wonder what these are used for. I'm sure they're used for a lot of stuff. Okay, oh, that's an environmental tech thing. I figured that. Ooh, the elite solar panel it's used for. So it looks like it's just used as a gate. So, yeah, it's just used as a gate. Okay. We need a machine frame. So before we can even do anything, let's go get a machine frame really quick. And this honestly does not take very long to get a machine frame. I've had this guy running, doing its thing as always. I ended up breaking the lever. I should have put that on. I went ahead and made a MFSCU, and this is what I'm using to power this. It works a lot better when this is off, and say that say I have no power going to this, or I'm not using anything in the molecular transformer. It gives it like a boost, which is really nice. And that was recommended in the comments, so I appreciate that. Let's go to what we need right here, the machine frame. Let's make one. We actually have like 4, it's a lot of UU matter. We have 4 buckets. Look how fast that was to get a machine frame. Okay, back to crafting this guy. So we have our machine frame, we have our stabilized pearl there, and we have mica, right? We have mica. It's just in our environmental thing. By the way, I figured out how to change my emergency hover mode. It's the R key, just in case you wanted to know. Yeah, the mica, it's in this one. By the way, I turned this guy off. It's not like it's running or anything. There's so much stuff here. But yeah, we can take a thing of mica. It almost looked like it was transparent. It is transparent. That's weird. You know, I don't remember ever holding it in my hand like this. I've always just hurried up and used it to craft. But yeah, it's transparent. I guess I just don't know what mica is. So yeah. Okay. So we have mica, we have just about everything to make this. We should. There we go. The thermal binder. What is this thing? I wish I knew. Oh, it's from Neotech. Okay. And then we should have everything to make the inscriber. Awesome. Now, there might be an issue. The inscriber requires power. And I don't think it can be powered directly with RF. Can it? We can test it. No, it does not work with RF. So before we can even start using this, we have to have our seeds done. I really should have done them yesterday. I don't know how long these are going to take. They only look like they're in stage 2. So they're probably about 25% done. They've been sitting here for about an hour. Ooh, we may not even get to that part today. We might do something else, but I don't know. I know it's going to take a while for us to find the inscribers, so let's go ahead and do that. I can just get this guy, the meteorite compass. Awesome. Alright, and we're going to use this bad boy to find us some meteorites. Okay. So let's put this in hover mode. We can go pretty fast in hover mode. So there should be a meteorite in the general direction that this is pointing. And then it will be within the chunk that it's pointing to. Okay, so we might be getting closer. And this is one easy way to find it. You could probably also use the map, and that'd be a good way to find it as well. Alright, pointing us in this direction. Okay, so when it starts doing this, that means that within the chunk that we are in, let's show the chunks. By the way, hit F9 to do this. Show your chunk borders. It's going to be in this chunk. We go here, you can see it goes away. We go here, it points towards this chunk. So it's in this chunk. And this shows the center point of the chunk. And for us, probably the best bet is going to be taking our drill modifiers. And if you're not worried about putting a giant hole in the ground, which I'm not, I just recommend doing that until we find it, because it's probably going to be somewhere in the center. And there's another thing you can also test. If you go over here and it's still spinning, or here and it's spinning, if it's spinning in 2 chunks, that means it's in the center of the chunk. So it's probably going to be within that center area, so that's a good place to mine. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mine down here. Let's see. I wonder how deep it actually is. Sometimes they're above ground, but looks like in this chunk it is below ground. And that's not it. It'll be really hard. You will not be able to mine it very fast. What is this? That's just regular basalt. And we may miss it. Like, it may not be as big as I'm thinking it is. Yeah, it's not in this chunk. It's not in this area. Huh. That's strange. I bet over an ocean, though, would be a lot easier to find it. But, I mean, it could be anywhere in this chunk. So, let's try just move it over a little bit. And while this is all going on, like while we're doing this, our seeds are also working, so that helps out a lot. Yeah, it's got to be within this chunk, because it has to be. This thing has never failed me. You know what we could probably do? Let's get our... Well, I thought it was in here. Thought I made another void thing. Guess not. Okay, so yeah, I'm not seeing this. It usually isn't that deep. This is not a easy way of doing this. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, let's go to the ocean. Let's try that. Usually there's... I mean, usually you can find it. That's strange, really. Now my compass is even showing that it exists. Is it? Yeah, it shows that it exists. I'm gonna try one more time. It's gotta be here. It's just we're not finding it. It's gotta be within this chunk. Wow, maybe not. I'm just gonna look like a fool. I really am. I mean, it points right to it. Yeah, that's pointing right to the chunk. Okay. We're gonna go look in the ocean, I guess. Because, you can probably see them a little better there. But we definitely need to eat. There ain't no way we're going anywhere unless we eat. And, possibly clear out our inventory. And not delete my mica this time. Let's not do that. Salt, marble, limestone. Okay, mica is put up. Okay. Okay, let's get into hover mode, I guess. I really would like to upgrade my pack. Upgrade my jetpack. Probably something we can do in a future episode. But, okay, this guy's still pointing this way. Eventually it will switch. Let's turn our... Okay. I'm looking for, like, meteors. They gotta be somewhere. Also, we're kind of looking for jungle biomes, too. We need a jungle biome so we can get some bees. So we can make the apiarist a suit. Because we're going to be needing that soon. Alright. I'm also looking for, like, giant holes in the ground. And, like, this is going to take a long time. I'm surprised. I have not actually... Oop. It caught a glimpse of something. So there's one in this general area. I'm just not exactly sure where it's at. Using the slingshot probably would be faster. Like the slingshot is such a good way to traverse land. I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't mind adventuring with ChosenArchitect. That's what this episode is turning into. All right, so it's pointing us into the swamp. What are we gonna find? Alright, there's some bad guys. Man, this thing could be really far away. Alright, it's changing directions, so it's over here somewhere. Okay. It's saying it's here. I just have a hard time believing. After not finding one when we just mined earlier. It's usually your best bet when they, it spins when you're in two plots. Which it doesn't look like this one is. Oh, it is. So it is, this one's gonna be within this general area. It should be down below here. Should be. Alright, let's turn the jetpack off. That's annoying. Ah, here it is. Okay. So, this is how big it is. That's why I was like, how did we not find it in the other... I don't know. Usually you find it just by mining straight down. Okay, so you want to find the center. We're going to need this stuff anyways. So mining it probably isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, we can mine some of it. We're going to need it. It's a part of a crafting. And then once you get to the center, you'll find a chest. Right here. So we got the inscriber, and we got some more skystone. Sweet. So we got our inscriber. So we don't have to find any more inscribers, there's only 3 that you need to find. The logic, the inscriber, and I can't remember the name of the other one. The calculation. Right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Now, with that one done, we need to find some other ones. And I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I will meet you guys later. Alright, so here's an example of the ones that are in the overworld that you can find. They look like this. Giant crater in the ground. Okay. I don't know if it matters if we even use this. What is that noise? It didn't sound good. Okay, another chest. Ooh, we got an inscriber and an engineering press. Okay, we need the inscriber. We don't need anything else. I wonder if this chest is used for anything. It takes a really long time to mine, by the way. I just wonder if there's a recipe for this chest. Actually, I think we can make the chest with this stuff. Right? No? Yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about mining that chest. But yeah, I gotta find one more press, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so here is the, hopefully the last one. We're about to find out if our luck is with us or not. So, where's the center? This one was actually in the middle of 4 chunks. So, pretty easy to find, this one. Alright. I think whenever we can't really mine very fast. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Ooh, we got the logic. Inscriber logic press. That was the only one we needed. And then there's another, man, the engineering press. They're everywhere. Awesome. So that's all we needed. So you know what we get to do? We get to head back home. Nice. Yeah, I don't know how far along these guys are. I may have to wait on them. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, they are not coming along very fast. It doesn't matter how many's in there. They just have a certain tick rate. Like they take a long time, vanilla-wise, because I just don't think there's any other way. I tested the best I could, like in my test world, if there was any other way to power this stuff, and there's just not. Unless I'm overlooking something. Yeah, I just want to get rid of all the junk that we don't really need in here. And yeah, that's it. So, our inscriber. Let's see if it'll even, like, oh wait, we already did. It doesn't work. So we need something like the ME controller, or we need the energy acceptor. Both, well, actually, no. We can't even make this. We have to make... no, we can't make the ME controller. How are we supposed to power this thing? That's a question, because there is no vibration chamber, which is what you would have used to power this. Because does this require power? It always has required power. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh god. That could have been a lot worse. That could have ended up so bad. What else did I break? Oh well. Let's get that out of here before I destroy my entire base. Which I have done. Not my entire base, but I have destroyed a lot of my base. Okay. That was not okay. Okay, let's... There we go. Like that. That's more like it. Oh well, we'll worry about that later. Let's place it down. Alright, if we put the... Let's say silicon press in here, and we get some silicon. Is it gonna work? No, it does need power, but it doesn't accept RF power. What are we supposed to do? Okay, I need to come up with a better idea, I guess. These energy cells, they require processor. Okay. Like, the power cables won't connect either. So how do you even get an ME controller? You need a processor. Energy acceptors? Do the energy storage cells? No, they require a processor too. And... oh wait, what? Let's go back. These recipes are different. So the inscriber needs to go on the top. I still thought it required power. It has to. But let's see if this works with RF, because that's the only other option I can think of. This does not need power, so we can move it over here. And let's move our inscriber where it's hooked up to power. It does hook up to it. It did hook up to it. It's working. Yes, it's working. Okay, so it does accept RF power, so awesome. It does look like it's converting it. That's awesome. Sweet. So we have this. What was the other recipe? What were we looking at? For the ME controller, what are we looking at here? What is this? What basic circuit board? Okay, so it requires these circuits from calculator. Okay, that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Simply because before automating like all your stuff through applied energistics was easy. This is not going to make that fun. Okay, these are the circuit boards from forestry. It looks like we need a few of these. So I'm glad I had the calculator stuff going. That probably was a good thing. The only problem is we still have an issue with the storage here. Luckily they build up in here. So if I just give it a spot, these drain really fast. Let's see. Not what I wanted to do. But yeah, I'll see what this empties out into. Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff in here. It's just... we have 4 flawless diamond. That makes a health module. Which I was told that this restores your saturation and stuff. Flawless glass. Flawless greenhouse. What? That's really expensive for one of the photovoltaic cells. When it requires... holy moly. Okay. Pulling them through, but it has to go through here first. Which is causing a bunch of stuff. Like, we don't need all these basic... well, actually, we probably do. We definitely don't need all of this tools. I always end up getting caught up over here getting rid of tools. Because we don't need any of those tools. I'm pretty sure we don't need this many calculators. What's funny is power is going to all of these. Ooh, we have these calculator assemblies that are already made. Well, that's nice. Okay, what do we need? Okay, so I really want this set up. I want an ME drive. Okay, that's going to be something that I want to get. But at first, it may be honestly better for us to get an ME chest. Well, the ME chest does not require anything special. It does hold a slot, a processor. And the ME terminal requires logic processor. These require logic processor. That requires a logic processor. Okay, so getting the processor set up, we probably need the gold processors. I've already left what we needed. Where is it at? This one does not require that. We do need the processors though, because of the screens. What is this? So this is just the stone ones. So that's not bad at all, because we do get quite a bit of those. So the rocky looking one. Oh yeah, I forgot they don't stack. They don't stack. Right, and then there was another one we needed. Alright, we also need the one circuit that has the little doodad up at the top. There we go. That's everyone we need, at least to get started. But man, there's a lot of stuff actually involved with getting the Applied Energistics system set up. Alright, we need to clear out some of this garbage that we have in here. I know we're going to need the silicon pressed up, so I wonder... Hopper. Does a vanilla hopper work? I have forgotten. I think it does. I think the vanilla hopper does work. You just have to put it on the right side. I think it's this side. Yes. So it does do the top. So the top is going to be this slot. I think this side is going to pull, or the front pulls out the stuff, and this is the bottom, or I think the other side. I'm not too sure. But this will get us some simple automation set up here. Over here, though, where is it? Oh, it's over here. Over here, we have a new setup, and I wonder if we can have these items made, copied. I wonder if that's a thing, since we can already do that one forestry item. Alright. Okay, so here's our processors. Let's just go to logic. Okay, so we need this. Alright, so we're gonna need the redstone. Yeah, redstone ingot. How is that made again? Oh wow, let's just get some redstone. That might actually be easier. But actually, how is this made anyways? Iron and redstone. So maybe doing these in batch is not going to be that bad, because we have a lot of the materials, so batch crafting a lot of these items, it's not going to be hard. Okay, so that is done. We're gold. And like, we have so much resources right now. This is going to be an issue. Yeah, these processors, man, these are gonna be a pain. Okay, so we're missing just one available slot. This will only make 5 with all of these circuits. So this needed water, correct? Pretty sure that's what it needed. We don't have any way of getting water in here, so let's get some. Some cells. I love the cells now. They work so nice. There we go. Yep, that's working. All right, that'll give us 5 of those made up, and we'll need the logic press for this, so we can get rid of the printed silicon, and we can put the logic press. I think that's all the presses. Let me make sure. Inscriber. Calculation, engineering, logic. Oh, we're missing the calculation press. I think the calculation press is, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go out and get the calculation press, but that's the only one I didn't get, but oh well. I'll make do. Okay, so I can just throw those in there. Lovely. And that's getting us our printed logic circuits. And this is so nice. Now it's going relatively fast too. I remember it being slower. Maybe that's just me though. Alright, let's get some redstone. Because we are going to need some redstone. Because we're about to change this here in a minute. Okay. And then now this is our regular crafting recipe. Okay. Here's our regular crafting recipe. We can throw the redstone, throw this in there and this. And that'll give us our logic. Our actual logic processor. And you just keep doing that, because if you put this in here, I think it's just going to put redstone in the center. Yeah, it's just going to keep redstone in the center. If we had it set up differently, we could easily pump it all in, but it's going to require a network, like with our Ender IO conduits. So yeah, we're going to get all this stuff done. I'll probably do a few more of these off camera, getting the different processors. Of course, I have to go find the other inscriber, unfortunately. But yeah, this is everything. This is getting started. Like, we are one step closer to getting applied Energistics. I wasn't planning on it being this long to get into applied Energistics, but it is. It is taking pretty good time. Okay, so you will need these by the time you get done with all this stuff, because I don't think anything else runs off of RF. So I did test hooking up a network to it, and I didn't notice that it was connecting. So that could be an issue. So they got us 5 logic processors, and this would be enough to get us probably our screens, because these two, actually this requires just nether quartz. So we could probably get a terminal made, but when it comes to getting like ME drive, for example, we're going to need the diamond ones. Basically the same setup, just with the different diamond, different blue circuits. And what else do we need? These guys, the one terminal requires logic, so we're going to need a bit of logic. 4Ks require just logic and then the calculation. So, well, we've gotten pretty far I'm glad you guys have been sticking around, bearing with this nice pack. I know sometimes it's a bit grindy, but it's supposed to make this pack longer, and it is doing its job. It is keeping me into this pack for longer. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this whole series, please let me know down in the comments, and let me know if there's anything in this video that you enjoyed. And also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys supporting. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to do so. And as always, thanks for watching.